Mr. Little? Here. Mr. Fleming?
Here.
Ms. Lusko? Here. Mr. Burhans?
Here.
Mr. Simpson? Mr. Jackson? Mayor Bonta? Attorney Dogan?
All right, we'll move on to approval of minutes, last meeting.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of the previous meeting.
I'll second.
We have first, second, any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed? Okay, minutes pass. Move on to the treasurer's report. Barb, would you do us the honors of reading that in, please?
Yes, sir. The marina facility is at $276,032.76. The Port Authority is at the amount of $139,870.84.
Okay, thank you. Motion to approve the treasurer's report?
I'll make a motion to approve treasurer's report.
Okay.
Second.
All right, we got a first and second. Any discussion on those numbers? All in favor of passing those numbers, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, treasurer's report passes. Let's move on to claims and take marina facility first.
I'll make a motion to approve the marina claims in the amount of $11,840.42.
I'll second.
Okay, we have our first, second, open discussion. Did look like our NIPSCO bill came down some. Maybe it was turning the lights off, huh?
Yes, all the lights in the marina are completely off, so maybe that did help.
Is there power running to all of the shorelines all the time?
I do believe so.
Okay, what do you mean shorelines?
At the docks?
At the dock?
Yes.
Okay.
$7,870 for a NIPSCO bill.
Right.
Trying to
Well, last month it
understand
was
where that's,
11,000, or the month before. So, is there
Just
any draw
curious.
on that power? That would be a question.
Well, just bear in mind, too, that we have about 30 bubblers that are running 24/7, too.
And they're probably drawing power right off the docks then?
That's correct.
Because of proximity, yep. And there's probably our biggest consumption. Discussion on the claims for the marina. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, claims passed for marina. We'll move on to claims for the Port Authority.
I'll make a motion to approve the claims for the Port Authority in the amount of $3,201.75.
I'll second.
Okay, open discussion. All in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed? All right, claims passed for the Port Authority. We'll move on to committee reports. Legal, Mr. Dogan.
Yes, thank you, Jeff. Mr. Fleming, I do have two items to talk about. One is I'm backing up a little bit. I distributed this via an email back in late November, early December, but I came across it again today, and I thought, you know, I never mentioned this at a meeting, and I should to get it on record with the public, and that is the object in the ditch issue. And so on it was Kyle Getz, Lieutenant, U.S. Coast Guard, who called me, and we discussed this for a while about the object, and he said, you know, it's interesting, and yeah, I'm going to send some people to look at it. So I think both the Coast Guard and the DNR went and looked at the object in the ditch, and they decided that following up, we don't think that we need to mark the hazard, but he said if you wish to mark it yourselves and decide that you want to mark it, I'm going to send you a PATON application, which stands for, everything's an acronym, Private Aids to Navigation Application. So he did send me that application. I distributed it to everyone here, I think, and that would need to be filled out and sent to a Mr. Jorge Leal, and it's District 9 Coast Guard, and then they would process it and decide whether we may mark it. So the point is, we don't need to mark it, and if we want to, we may, and we would need to fill in this application and follow through with that process. And so now I've reported that to you and to the public. And then the next issue is this transfer of properties, our deed in short. And actually, Virginia, you reported this accurately. There's one thing I would add, though, to the minutes maybe, and that is the other, there are a couple of issues. One is the legal, which I think is easily taken care of, and I can handle that. The other one, though, is actually the Little Calumet River Basin Development Commission issues, which need to be resolved before I can deed these properties over. And that needs to be handled because there are parties and interests that need to sign off before the property can actually be deeded, because they have, you know, they're parties of interest or you know, people who have interests in that property yet, and these are kind of dangling interests that need to be resolved before we have the right to deed that property over. And so I think the city's attorney is working on this, and I was told to stand by at the last meeting until I got a group email about this subject, and I'm standing by. I haven't gotten that email yet, so you know, that's the status. It hasn't been deeded over yet because I haven't gotten that email yet, nor have I heard from the city attorney yet about it. So that's the status. Thank you.
All right, thank you for that clarification. I did ask the mayor before I came in tonight, and he had stated it's still in the works.
Yeah,
Short of
and
it.
actually, I don't think this is anything that'll happen fast, because I've dealt with Army Corps of Engineers when I handled the Ogden Dunes beach nourishment issue, and Army Corps does nothing fast.
True. Well, with that, then my understanding and some clarification for the mayor is this board will continue till such. So then decisions or actions can then be taken to further move to the transitions that's been discussed. Okay, that was your two issues. Anything else?
No, sir, that's all.
All right, thank you.
Unless someone has a question.
Marina facility, Barb?
Okay, I don't have a lot to report tonight, but I just wanted to let the board know that we have been 100% reimbursed for every single claim that we've submitted to the DNR. There's no money hanging out there, so that's a good thing. Monday through Friday hours are going to remain from 9 until 1 until probably April 1st. April 1st to Memorial Day, we'll start Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. And then from Memorial Day to Labor Day, we will be at 7 days, 9 to 5. Another good thing to report is that with the bubblers being in place, we have had absolutely no dock damage, no uplifted poles or anything. And I did speak to Dan Skolarski, the harbor master at Marina Shores, and he claims that they've got a lot of damage this year because they have no bubblers in place. So we're on the good end of that. And that's all I have.
Yeah, I noticed that he had no bubblers in place and there's ice throughout. Is that the way they always operate?
They're trying to get bubblers in place. It's kind of a financial thing at this point.
Okay, that explains it, because I saw all the ice and thought of all the potential.
Yeah, they've got some serious damage over there. Some of the docks, the steel attachments have actually twisted away. And the poles, everything that they've got a lot of damage this year.
Okay. All right, thanks for that update. Safety, Dave?
The water's still cold, and that's about all I have to report on.
So do or don't go swimming?
Do not go swimming.
Anything on planning and development? I think we have anything current until we get the fish cleaning station open, and that, I assume, will come approximately April 4 or 15th, somewhere mid-month?
Between April 1st and April 15th.
Okay. How about old business? We have any old business to discuss tonight? It's left open. And how about new business? Anything new that we haven't discussed that we're thinking as the season is starting to get closer? I think many of us will be glad when winter's over. And I think it's going to be 50 degrees on Sunday, so we're going to get a little taste of better. Anything under new business? With that, then, we'll move to the last item, which is motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Okay, we got a first, we got a second somewhere?
I'll second.
Okay, with that, meeting adjourned.